The Bank of Pakistan, the country's central bank, has included XRP in one of its annual financial stability investigations. The XRP community, by the way, is divided. Concerning Ripple's CEO and chairman's notification of days, they will be unavailable for the SEC trial in Q2 2024. A Ripple CBC advisor will speak at the Istanbul CBDC conference on September 12th and 14th, while the 2023 Palau Blockchain Summit is scheduled for August 27th and 29th. How does Ripple provide XRP in exchange for ODL without infringing on the law? While appreciating its use case and usefulness in allowing international payments, the step explicitly mentioned XRP. The major financial institution acknowledged XSOP's useful role in the worldwide payment settlement system. Notably, famous XRP promoter Radhof Kamen brought the news to the notice of the crypto industry in a recent tweet. In the financial report, Apex emphasized the importance of cryptocurrencies in the global financial system. It emphasized the opportunities and risks that cryptocurrencies present in the Internet of Things. The SP stressed the importance of cryptocurrency in money laundering and terrorism financing. It brought up the well-known example of the Silk Road, a dark web for illegal activity that was closed down. The SBP also emphasized Terraform Labs' efforts as well as the collapse of the FTX cryptocurrency exchange. Meanwhile, the bank documented the crypto-related supervisory steps implemented by other Apex banks. Despite the bleak forecast, Apex emphasized some potential benefits of Bitcoin, such as encouraging financial inclusion and facilitating international payments. However, it was argued that these benefits could not be fully realized without a few auxiliary factors. Customers must be both financially and technologically knowledgeable, according to the SBP, to foster financial inclusion through crypto assets. This desire stems from the conventional financial system's complexity and unpredictability, which faces a similar challenge in incorporating cryptocurrencies to speed up international payments. It acknowledged the encouraging work that was being done in this situation by XRP technology. The bank stated that the number of global payments conducted utilizing XRP technology is quite small. The viewpoint could be explained by the fact that blockchain technologies are still in their infancy and have not been widely adopted. Cryptocurrencies lack governmental backing, according to the Bank of Pakistan's most recent financial analysis, and are not recognized as legal tender. In addition, the bank claimed that no person or entity has been granted approval or a license to conduct Bitcoin trading. Meanwhile, 30 countries are actively working with Ripple, the blockchain technology business that supplies XRP for cross-border payments, to adopt blockchain solutions. According to reports, more than 15% of the world's countries may use the CBS platform, Ripple. Please remember to press the notification button. Also, subscribe to our channel to be the first to learn about future XRP developments. The dates on which top Ripple Labs executives will be unavailable for the upcoming SEC trial have been determined. In a letter issued by seasoned attorney James Kay, Ripple executives Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson told the court. Phil stated that they will be unavailable for trial from April 1st to April 14th, 2024. The parties filed the declaration in response to the court's instruction that they notify the court of any times they will be unavailable for trial throughout the second quarter of 2024. Ripple's management has stated that they will be available for the court case during the second quarter of 2024, in addition to the dates listed above. It's worth noting that a trial in the SEC Ripple lawsuit is expected to begin in the second quarter of 2024. The outcome of the trial will determine Larson's and Ripple's CEO Garlinghouse's legal liability. Remember that the SEC charged the executives with helping Ripple in spreading XRP as unregistered securities. The SEC claims that by allowing Ripple Labs to move XRP in this manner, both Garlinghouse and Larson acted irresponsibly. The courts have directed the parties to file all pretrial paperwork and relevant exhibits by December 4th, 2023. The SEC is expected to submit its blackout dates to the court in the same way as Ripple executives have, although the SEC is not obligated to reveal any dates on which it would be unavailable during the trial. Remember that the SEC asked the court to delay the planned trial while it prepared its appeal and filed its anticipated interlocutory appeal. Garlinghouse and Larson both responded to the SEC's request to halt the trial against them. Lawyers for both executives claimed that the statutory rule, by default of international interlocutory appeal, requires that such a request must be made in writing. The district court's proceedings are not halted if an appeal is filed. According to letters that have been released, Garlinghouse has taken significant steps to enhance his defense as the trial approaches. Two renowned attorneys from Cleary Gottliebstein and Hamilton LLP have expressed interest in representing Garlinghouse in the lawsuit. An attorney, Caleb J. Robertson, has formally filed an appearance to represent Garlinghouse in the SEC action. To put matters in context, attorney Michael Schulman filed a motion to defend Prohack Weiss, the CEO of Ripple. Prohack Weiss is a legal term that refers to a lawyer's request to practice law in a state or country where they are not licensed. Garlinghouse, for example, will be defended in a future trial by both attorneys. James Wallace, Ripple's vice president of central bank engagements and central bank digital currency, will also be speaking at the upcoming Istanbul CBDC conference and the Palau Blockchain Summit in 2023. The Palau Blockchain Summit organizers made this amazing news on Sunday, and the XRP community responded with several comments. The summit subject is navigating the future of Web3's new governance and sustainability chains. The financial advisor, business developer, and a blockchain professional would also discuss Ripple's CBC and stablecoin initiatives, according to the statement. One of our presenters will be James Wallace, Ripple's vice president of central bank involvement and the CEO of the CBDC. Wallace was picked for the Palau Summit, according to the statement, since he manages all CBDC initiatives at Ripple. James and the CBDC team at Ripple are responsible for educating the central banks of various nations on the use of digital currency at the San Francisco-based crypto solutions company, notably Ripple, which has since added Palau to its list of well-established CBDC programs. Wallace and the Ripple CBDC team cooperated with the Republic of Palau in November to launch a government-issued stablecoin pegged to the US dollar. As previously stated, Ripple and Palau launched PSC in July as the first below stablecoin. As a result, a Palau government spokesperson publicly published a live PSC demonstration on the X Subil. PSC may now be tracked in real time to promote transparency on the XRP ledger via Skin. It is worth noting that the Republic of Palau's stablecoin project now supports wallet-to-wallet transfers. The CBC's Ripple advisor commented on this development. Wallace's participation in the Palau Blockchain Summit was just recently announced when Mary Hall, Ripple's global marketing lead for CBC, reminded the community about the upcoming conferences in Istanbul in 2023. Wallace will be one of the conference's presenters from September 12th to 14th. So Hall requested that the Ripple CBDC team, in addition to the VP, attend the upcoming conference. Wallace was talking about how Ripple would have a booth at the inaugural CBC event. In response to these events, community members voiced a desire to hear Wallace's viewpoints during the conferences. The key issue of the day is how Ripple may swap XRP for ODL without breaking the law. On-demand liquidity transactions were recently supplied by John Deaton, managing partner of the Deaton legal firm and an XRP champion, who described how Ripple may allow ODL transactions in the United States without violating the law in the most recent crypto law. Deaton's comments addressed the AMA session question. Following the decision of Judge Torres, a user inquired whether Ripple may sell straight outside of the United States. Deaton responded that Ripple is always authorized to sell XRP globally without violating any laws. This is due to the U.S. SEC's sole jurisdiction over domestic affairs. As a result of the regulatory body's lack of legal capacity to oversee XRP sales in other countries, the lawyer underlined that a prospective security must be sold within the limits of the United States of America for the SEC to have jurisdiction over the transaction. Deaton emphasized that this is why, before Judge Torres' judgment, 95% of Ripple's XRP sales in defense were made outside of the United States. According to Deaton, Ripple directly marketed XRP outside of the United States. Following the verdict, the corporation can continue to operate legally. However, issues arise when Ripple offers XRP for sale in the United States. Remember that on July 13th, Judge Annalisa Torres issued a ruling in which she determined that Ripple's previous XRP transfers to institutions qualified as unregistered securities. A prominent member of the XRP community and a digital asset investor proposed a possible situation in which Ripple may lawfully perform XRP sales, in response to Deaton's most recent remarks within the United States. He speculated that Ripple could sell XRP to a foreign organization, such as the Bank of England. The Bank of England might then sell the XRP to a US-based organization for ODL, such as Bank of America. Deaton confirmed the legality of this design. He underlined that institutions use XRP as a bridge currency rather than a security when using ODL. The attorney cited SEC Chair Gary Gensler's statement at MIT. Deaton claims that if the Bank of England sold XRP to the Bank of America, the institutions involved would barely touch it for 3 to 5 seconds. The transaction would not be considered an investment contract. He said that it would be preposterous for anyone to declare that they expected to make money soon from such XRP transactions, which, according to Deaton, do not meet any high requirement. Similar remarks were made by Ripple's CTO David Schwartz when questions about the company's ODL sales surfaced. According to Schwartz, Ripple permits ODL transactions without requiring a link to the US. The ruling of Judge Torres does not affect the company's ODL sales. Ripple has no trouble keeping ODL outside of the US, he stated. They could, however, do it within the United States if they so desire. If the XRP used in the sale comes from somewhere other than the company, so gentlemen, the video has come to an end. This helps the YouTube algorithm a lot, and you may also spread knowledge through it. Let's get the word out about these men. If you are a genuine Bitcoin enthusiast, don't miss any of our content. We'll talk about the latest news. This has an impact on our entire community. We'll see you tomorrow.